What's up, people? Hope it all is well. Before I shoot out to beautiful Florida this weekend, I wanted to do a quick live, and then I'm going to do one tonight with Coach Freddie. I know I jumped on early today, but I felt it was important that I jump on right now because there's some questions that people are asking me about the best of the best. So I feel like I need to address it, and I think it's important that I do address it so that there's no misunderstandings. There's no, basically, there's no misunderstandings. I want everyone to know exactly what is the best of the best, what are you paying for, and so on and so forth. All right, so everyone knows what's going on. Okay, so here's the 411. So just so I could break everything down. So I've been asked this question: can my seventh grader? I'm reading off a bunch of questions that I received from parents, players, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to answer all these questions, and I think this will clear up a lot of concerns, so on and so forth. So if you go watch this live, I hope you watch it all, and please, listen to what we got going on. Okay, so here, first things first. Can my seventh grader try out for the best of the best league? Unfortunately, no. She'll be able to try out in 2 years. Same thing. I got another question. Can my eighth grader try out? Unfortunately, not. We are taking 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders only. So if you're in the 9th grade, you're in the 10th grade, 11th or 12th grade, you are more than welcome to try out. But unfortunately, right now, we're trying to keep it to that age. I think it's, all those young ladies are in high school, and we want to keep it to that age. I think that'll keep the competition very, very high. Plus, we are inviting college coaches. So I want the college coaches to see the next year's upcoming studs that they might be interested in, and the current studs that are currently out there. Why is the fee high? Okay, I don't think it's high, but I've seen this event done all over the United States. This is where I got my idea from. Most of them charge about $250 to try out. All right. Here's a couple of reasons why it's that fee. Okay. First things first, we're bringing in a company called Top 100 Sports. All right. There's going to be radar. There's going to be lasers. There's going to be laptops. There's going to be a bunch of workers that are going to take your daughter's numbers, her exit velo, her pop time, her velocity for infield, her velocity in outfield, her, catching, so on and so forth. So your daughter's going to get a lot of information, a lot of numbers, so that there's no more, what am I paying for? This is what you're getting. All right. On top of that, there's events out there that'll take your numbers and won't record you. Your daughter's going to be recorded on everything she does. So she's a catcher, and she throws a pop of 1-9, right, which is amazing, right? You do it at 1-7, whatever it is, some crazy number. She pops at a 1-9. It's going to be recorded. So everything's recorded, and it'll go right into her file. Okay, she will get a file from Top 100, and this information will be then saved. So if you want this information, you could pay for it yearly, and every year as she does these events with us, this information will be saved in her file, and she can use it for college. So you can forward that to your college, the colleges that you're interested in, because as much as people don't want to tell you this, but colleges are interested in these numbers. They like these numbers. They're very big into these numbers. Matter of fact, Top 100 has a ton, and I mean a ton of colleges that are currently in their system that look at these numbers regularly. Okay, so this is what you're getting. This is what you're paying for at our event. Also, you get a T-shirt. Okay, and then on top of that, I'm going to have 6 instructors that will be evaluating your daughter. They will be paid. They're not freebies. They're not part of my organization. Like when you go to a tryout, I'm just using these people as an example. The Chiefs organization, right? You go to a Chiefs tryout, okay? You're being valued by the coaches. They're already paid. So I'm bringing in people where I'm paying them to evaluate talent, okay? They're not part of my organization. I'm not a evaluator of talent. I have no idea. Sometimes I see a girl like, well, that girl's really, really good. And then to find out that, she's okay. Like, I don't know. I'm not an expert in that. So I don't claim to be an expert. So I'm going to bring people in that are experts and pay them well to evaluate the girls. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So that every girl will be evaluated, and then they will decide for me who deserves to be the top 78 girls in this league. So that's what's going to happen. That's how it's going to be broken down. That's what you're paying for, and so on and so forth. Okay, so just so everyone's aware, plus the field, plus the insurance that I must carry for the town, and so on and so forth. Because, like I said, you guys are all doing this on your own, so I must carry insurance. Okay, because this is not like if you're part of, I'll use the Chiefs example again, part of the Chiefs, and you're being covered by them. This event is, I have to carry insurance if I want to have an event like this. Okay. So that's it. So just so everyone's aware, I just wanted to break this down. We are looking for the best players. Someone asked me, that is the week of school, that people are off from school. And they're like, Mike, how can you run something when we're off from school? That's the reason why I did it, thinking that people would be around. And that's why I picked that week, so that it wouldn't really interfere with school. Because I'm pretty sure most girls can't leave if they're playing school ball, and they have to stick around. And so on and so forth. So I'm hoping that the girls will be around and be interested in trying out for the event. If you have any other questions, you could email me, mike.islandussa@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to answer any other questions that you may have about the event. But that really sums it up. Those are the questions that I had here that people were asking. Most of them was about the fee. So that's why I wanted to go on live and talk about it, because that's what you're paying for. It's not just someone looks at you and goes, yeah, that girl's pretty good. No, your daughter's going to be doing several drills in front of lasers and computers. And on top of that, you're going to have observers observing them and deciding who they feel is the best of the best, who's the best 78 that we can grab. And they will be paid as well. And so, like I said, it's not one of those, hey, come on down, I'll give you a T-shirt, I'm going to charge you $150. No, there's a lot to this. We're going above and beyond. We're trying to get numbers, and we're trying to bring in experts that could pick the best 78 that we have at these tryouts. So that's the 411. All right, everyone. I hope that it breaks everything down so you understand why we're charging that fee. You're going home with a shirt. You're going home with an evaluation of your kid. Numbers-wise, it'll be immediate. It's not like, hey, you'll get her numbers in a couple of days. No, it's actually immediate. So you'll get these numbers right away, and there'll be video of her, and you could purchase that information from Top 100. They'll give you all the details on all that other fun stuff, what to do. And I think it's something that I would do in a second. I would do that for my kid, 1,000%. I think it's a no-brainer. I think you should do it, because the way the future is, it's all about numbers. And if someone is telling you different, they're lying, because it's all about numbers now. That's all they want to see now is numbers, and they want to see how good your kid is, grade-wise, and they want to see how a teammate she is, because that's huge too. Because I've spoken to a couple of colleges recently, and a couple of girls that were on their radar are no longer on their radar because of their attitude at a college showcase, that they broke it down to me. So now they're looking for other girls. So just give you guys a heads up, and I think this is awesome. Will there be a cap to how many players you will let try out? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, we're not going to take 1 million kids. I'm just not going to do that. I think it's stupid because I don't want to water it down. That's another thing. I'm going to be honest with you. If I charge $20, right, did none of the top 100, did no T-shirts, bring in one observer to come down, right? I could have done it for $20, right? His profile sheets, especially home the first stuff like that. Absolutely. I could have done it for $20, right? Probably could have got away with $40 or something like that. Brought in one observer, right? But at the end of the day, one person is going to see something different compared to someone else. That's why I wanted several people observing the girls, because someone might see something that this other one might not see. You know, I wanted different opinions from different people, so I brought in a group of different people with different perspectives of the game. And then on top of that, that's another thing. If I charge $20, everyone and their mother would sign up, and I don't think the best of the best would come out. I think it would just be anybody. When you talk about money, you're talking about a commitment. So serious players usually come out then, but we shall see. We're hoping so. We're hoping that that's what happens, because based on other directors that I've spoken to that have run this event in other states, they gave me that perspective. Not that's not my opinion. That's based on speaking to other directors. Other directors like, hey Mike, don't do it for $20. I did it for $20 the first year, and I got nobody worth really trying out for. I actually had to do several tryouts after that and raise the fee to get the right people to come down. There's a link. If you go to islandfastpitch.com, there's a button on the top that says best of the best. You click on it, you can sign up right then and there now. You can sign up immediately. It's there. You can sign up for a 1-day tryout, or you can sign up for the 2-day tryout. It's up to you. Being observed 2 days is probably better, but you can sign up for 1 day. It's up to you. It's all up to you. If anyone else got any questions, a few people that are watching now, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Before I jump off, I'll be jumping off in about a minute. So if anyone has any questions, shoot them. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And the thousands that watch this later, my email, mike.islandussa@gmail.com. You could shoot me any questions that you have later on when you see this video. I think it's important. And I just spoke to Freddie, who's coming on tonight. He actually wants to talk about it as well. He's excited for it, and he thinks it's a great idea, and he loves it. He's actually going to have his daughter try out. So we're going to talk about it tonight about it. So anyway, I guess no one else has any questions. Hope all's well. Once again, if you want to sign up for the best of the best, islandfastpitch.com. Click on the best of the best button and sign up there. You can use your Visa, MasterCard, all that other fun stuff. And if I may have missed this, but when are your games played? We're starting up in June. Second week of June, Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock, Lesotho Legacy Park, a.k.a., as everyone knows it, Baseball Heaven. We'll be there. We're taking 6 teams. We're taking 6 teams every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock at Lesotho Legacy Park. Stats, uniforms for the girls. Coaches will be paid. There will be insurance for the girls. What else was there? That'll be the fee later on. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm just waiting for the price on the uniforms. Once I get the price of the uniforms, I will then put out there the overall registration fee of the girls who make it. So once the day you make it, you get an email from us letting you know that you made it, and then there'll be a draft by the 6 coaches live on Island Fast Pitch, and you'll see the coaches draft the players right then and there live. It's gonna be pretty fun. It's gonna be pretty awesome, and it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited by that. That's gonna be fun. It's something that I've never done before. So we'll have six coaches live on a screen plus myself, and we'll be basically kind of doing like an ESPN type deal, and the coaches will be drafting live. They'll have sheets of all the players they want, and they'll be picking the girls one by one, and it's gonna be pretty awesome. I'm excited by it. I think it's something different, innovative. Like I said, other states have done this, so they're still doing it, and I was like, you know what? It's time for Long Island to have this. I like that. I love this idea, and I think it's great. And on top of that, I'm just giving everyone a heads up. I've gotten several calls from players from the city looking to come out and play in this league. So it's not gonna. I don't think it's just gonna be Long Island. I think we're gonna get some girls from New York City as well to try out. I've gotten a phone call from a girl from Connecticut, and I gotten a phone call from a girl from upstate New York. So just give you a heads up, man. There might be some out-of-state teams as well, or out-of-state players as well, looking to get into this. So let's go. Let's make it the best of the best. Let's win out. So anyway, that's all I got to say. Been blabbering long enough. Be well. And everyone that watches this later, and I'm not live, any questions, you can email me, mike.island@gmail.com. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have about the league. And like I said, you can find this information at islandfastpitch.com. Click on the best of the best button. Be well, everyone. Talk to you soon.